Good evening again, meteorologist Jesse Kelly here. Just want to give you an update on now Tropical Storm Marco and also Tropical Storm Laura. Marco has winds of 40 miles an hour. Laura still has winds of 45 miles an hour, but both storms are still not really all that organized. Both storms are still looking rather messy on satellite. Marco will eventually work its way towards the Yucatan as we're going to late tonight into the day on your Saturday. Laura will continue to work its way through the Lesser and Greater Antilles, eventually working its way towards Puerto Rico as we go into this weekend as well. We'll see how Laura interacts with these land masses and also see how the land masses overall affect the shape and the intensity and the strength of Laura. So as we go into the future, as we go into your Monday, notice two things to them. Yes, Laura and Marco will both eventually work themselves into the Gulf of Mexico. Now, for Monday morning, Marco will be into the central Gulf with winds of 70 miles an hour, tropical storm strength, continue to move more off towards the northwest. At the same time, Laura is still down towards Cuba. So, again, there will be a way to where these storms will affect each other, but they won't be coming together. No, that's not going to occur just because Marco will be moving at a faster pace compared to Laura. But Marco will make a landfall into the United States first and then Laura. So let's continue to put this forecast into motion. With the latest forecast track, it shows that Marco will probably make a landfall either across southern parts of Louisiana or even across Texas as we go into your Tuesday evening time frame. And if this forecast was correct, the ArkLaTex would be on the northeast side of the system, so we could see some impacts from this system as we go into the Wednesday time frame as it continues to weaken to a depression as it moves towards San Antonio and Austin by Wednesday. Now with Laura, it will be possibly a Category 1 storm just towards the south of New Orleans and Baton Rouge by Wednesday evening, making a landfall either from Louisiana and even towards Mississippi and Alabama. I'm going to show you in just a little bit that this track could maybe even shift more towards the west. So again, we have lots of uncertainties with both systems as we continue to move from now into next week. But I think over the next 24 to 48 hours, we will have a better picture of what will occur and what will come our way as we go into next week. So here's a look at the spaghetti plots for Laura. So you can see everything is in pretty much good agreement. This storm will move through Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, and also through Cuba as we go into your Monday. Now, by Monday afternoon, Monday evening, it will continue to move more towards the northwest, back into the Gulf of Mexico, where we'll have a chance to re-strengthen into a hurricane. And again, the models show by Wednesday and Thursday, this will continue to move more towards the west-northwest and bringing impacts as far west as Texas and as far east as Mississippi, and eventually it will move more towards the northwest and eventually make a right-hand turn, making a landfall again anywhere between Texas and Mississippi as going to Wednesday and Thursday. So it is quite possible that we could see impacts from both Laura and Marco here across the state of Louisiana, but again, what those impacts are directly, still lots of uncertainties on that. And of course, the Gulf of Mexico is very warm. We have water temperatures out there into the middle to upper 80s, so again, both these storms will move across the Gulf of Mexico, so that could possibly lead to some strengthening. Although with Marco, as of right now, Hurricane Center does say that there is some wind shear near the northern parts of the Gulf of Mexico, which will tend to weaken the storm. So that'll be some good news as we get closer to the time, but we'll continue to see if that holds true as we move into next week. But make sure you download our new weather app. That's the ArkLaTex Weather Authority app. You can download the app in the Google Play Store and also on your Apple device. So your next 7 days shows the weekend looking rather nice. Lots of sunshine, temperatures lower to middle 90s. We could see a few pop-up thunderstorms, otherwise looking very nice. But again, we will see rain chances on the increase as we go into next week. Again, the impacts, local impacts for the ArkLaTex are still unknown. Lots of uncertainty with this forecast. Just know you need to be sure to keep up with the latest, especially from Tuesday throughout next Friday. But temperatures for that time period will probably be into the 80s just with the clouds and rain around. Lows will be warming back up into the lower to middle 70s. So all in all, the weekend, fantastic. Next week, all depends on what happens in the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll continue to give you updates over the next couple of days as we continue to receive more information about Marco and also Laura.